Okay, so some people are confused by question 6 and 7 on page 5. So I'll do a couple from 6 and 7. So let me do here 6a. So I want the horizontal line at 17.6. Now, we talked a little bit about this last time, but horizontal line, is that going to be the one that's like the x or like the y? Like the x. So this is the horizontal line. And what's special about the horizontal line is that the height, so if you look at the height, there's the height is not changing. Now what is the height, the x or the y?
The y.
The y, yeah. So that means this is not changing. In other words, y stays always as 6. Okay? And then it kind of follows the same idea for all of them. So like vertical at 1984, that would be
19.
x equals 19. That now the x is not changing
So
because
we
of
don't
vertical.
do anything, we just...
You're right, you don't do anything, you just write it down. And that's it. Okay? Alright. Now, 7b I'll do here. So, find the equation of the line that has slope 2. So that means m or c is 2, which? M is 2. And we don't know the c, but we do know it crosses the x-axis at 3. So what does that tell us? Yeah, that's it. When y is 0, x should be 3. So if I put that information in here, when y is 0, x should be 3. 2 times 3? 6. So the c should equal minus 6. So the answer is y equals 2x minus 6. Okay, I'll just give you a minute to write that down and then we'll look at the next lesson. Yes? 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 Really? It's kind of the same. Which part is confusing you? Yeah. Okay, so I'll do an example for you, yeah? Will I do like 4b? Or okay, alright, like this one. 4i. Okay, if you sit down I'll do 4i. Yes? Another question? I'm going to do 4i now, okay? And do you have another one?
From number 5, we can one example.
Number 5. Okay, so how about I do 4i and 5i then? Okay, 4i and 5i. Oops. Alright, so 4i first. So in 4i, I give you this line, y equals 3 over 7x plus 3 over 7. Oops. And I ask you for each line, find where it crosses the x and y axis. Okay. So, to find where it crosses the y-axis, I first make x equal to 0. So I make x equal to 0 and put that in. Well, you can almost see straight away, what must the y equal?
Plus 3 over 7.
3 over 7, because this piece here is 0. Then we do the opposite. So I make y equal to 0 and put that in to find what x is. So when y equals 0, it's a little bit, well, not quite as easy as the last one. When y equals 0, I get 0 equals 3 over 7x plus 3 over 7. And we need to find the x. So I'll just bring the 3 over 7 to the left. Yeah, x will end up being minus 1. You see, they cancel. So you get x equals minus 1. So you have your 2 points. The first point is 0, 3 over 7. And then the second point is minus 1 and 0. So if you were to draw that really quick, this is 0, 3 over 7, so like if I call that 1, then it would be, you know, about here. And then this is minus 1 and 0, so if I call that minus 1 and that 1 and that minus 1, that would be about here. Oops. So, you know, your line would look roughly like that. Positive C value and positive M. Positive C value and positive M, so it is right. Okay, I'll give you a minute to write that down, and then the last example from this I'll do is 5i. Okay, let me scroll down a bit. 5i. So I give you these 2 points, 2 minus 5 and minus 1 minus 2. And I want you to find the equation of the line that joins these 2 points. So really I'm asking you to find the M and the C. Now the M is fine because we actually have a formula for M. The formula for M is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So here is y2 minus y1. So that would be minus 2 minus minus 5, which is minus 2 plus 5, which is 3. And then x2 minus x1. So that's minus 1 minus 2. Minus 3. Well, that's handy because they cancel then, and what's the M? Minus 1. So you're 50% finished now. You have y equals minus 1x plus c. So I just have to find the c now. And how can I find the c?
Plug one of the points.
Yeah, I think I'll put this one in. So I get minus 2 equals minus x plus c. So I get minus 2, that'll be plus 1. When I take it to the left, it's minus 1. So there you go. C equals minus 3. So I have my answer now. Y equals minus x minus 3. Okay. Now, let's have a look at the next section now. Okay. These are words that you might already know. Can anybody tell me what parallel means? Yep. So how do you describe that?
Opposite each other, like they don't meet.
They don't meet is one way of saying it. Yep. So yeah, parallel lines, they don't meet. They look like this. Yeah. And then perpendicular. They cross, but they cross in a very special way.
90.
At 90 degrees, yeah. This is parallel, and this is parallel, and this is perpendicular. If you get confused in the exam, because in the exam or in the workbook or whatever, they might ask you about a parallel line, and you might do perpendicular or vice versa. It's a very easy way to remember it. If you look at the word parallel, it looks like it has 2 parallel lines in it already. Okay, so there should be no reason for you to mix these 2 words up. Okay, parallel looks like it's parallel when you look at the 2 L's in it, and perpendicular then must be the other one. Okay, so what does that mean for the slope, for the gradient? So let's talk about parallel. If that's slope 1 and that's slope 2, what's the relationship between them?
Same.
Yeah, they have to be the same if they're parallel, so that's fine. Same slope if they're parallel. This one's a little bit more complicated. Can anybody tell me the relationship if they're perpendicular?
Always not to be.
Yeah. The formula, so to speak. So one will be upside down as the other and minus. But can anybody give this to me as a formula?
M1 plus M2 is minus.
Not this one, no, not plus.
Minus one.
M1 times M2 equals minus 1. Now, really, what we really do is we say that if this slope is 3 over 4, then the other one has to be minus 4 over 3. So in other words, when they're perpendicular, you just flip it and change the sign to make them perpendicular. Whereas if they're parallel, they just stay identical. Okay? Right, let's have a look at some examples now. So first example here. I tell you, here's line K. Y equals minus 8x minus 4. And here is point A. Minus 1, minus 2. And I say that find the line that is parallel to K and passes through A. Well, I'm reading it out, but if you want, I'm actually taking 1B here. There is line K, there is point A, and my question is, find the line that is parallel to K and goes through A. So I am asking you for this line. That's what I want. I call it L. Okay, so K is given, A is given, there's K, there's A, and I'm looking for L. Now you can already see straight away something about L. What is that? It's parallel, and so what does that tell you? The same slope. So I already have half my answer. Y equals minus 8x and then plus C. Yeah, for L. Can you see?
Why did we turn it into plus one?
The plus C? Well, I don't know the plus C. You see, what are you looking for when you're looking for an equation of the line? Y equals mx plus C. Hey, you need to talk to them?
No, but I need to introduce you to.
Oh, okay.
This is Avenue.
Hey. Okay. So he needs to get his notes and all that.
Well, I was just looking
Yeah.
at it in your
That's
class.
grand. Okay.
Please speak
Yeah. You got pen and paper and everything?
No.
Oh, I'm sure someone will lend some to you.
Okay.
So yeah, just sit down and we'll continue then. Yeah. Grand. Okay. So what are we looking for when we're looking for the equation of line L? We're looking for y equals mx plus c. That's what we're really looking for, isn't it? But I already know the m. Because it's parallel, it has the same slope as k. So that's why I wrote this down. Yeah. Minus 8x. Yeah? Is that okay? What am I missing? The c. And how can I find a c? It's the same way as always.
Plug in.
Yeah, put in a point. And I have no choice to make. I have only one point. This point here. So I have minus 2 equals minus 8 times minus 1 plus c. So this will be, what will this be? Positive 8. Take it to the left. Negative 8. Minus 8 minus 2. Minus 10 is the c. So that's the answer. This line L here is y equals minus 8x minus 10. Okay, write that down. And you can probably guess what the next example should be. I've just done a parallel, so now I'll do a perpendicular one.
Sorry, you didn't do 1B. You mixed up A and B together.
Alright, it's my own example then. We'll call it 1x. Okay. We need a minute, or it's okay? We'll go to the next one, so. Okay, let's see. Y equals 6x minus 4, and then it's the point minus 5 and 2. And in this one here, we'll call this one K, and this one here is A. I give you K and A, and now I say, find the line that's perpendicular to K, but passes through A. Okay. This is a bit like the question 2, okay? I think I used the same numbers as 2A. Right, so L is perpendicular to K, and it contains the point A. I want you to find this line. So I almost know the slope of L. What's the slope of K? 6. So what's the slope of L? Minus 1 over 6. So I have y equals minus 1 over 6x plus c. How can I find the c? Like before, I put in this point. So I get minus 5 equals minus 1 over 6 times 2 plus c. So I get minus 5 plus 1 over 3 equals c. So what's that? Minus 13 over 3 or something? Minus 5 plus a third is minus 4 and 2 thirds. Minus 13 over 3, is it? Come on, you all have calculators in front of you. Minus 13 over 3. Or no, wait, 14 over 3. That's off by you. Thank you. Minus 14 over 3. Yep. And that's it finished. Y equals minus 1 over 6x minus 14 over 3. And that's the answer then. I'll go down a little bit. Okay. Yep, okay. Right. Another example now. Okay. So now, suppose I give you 3 points, for example. There's point A, there's point B, there's point C. Yeah?
You did something wrong then.
Did I? Okay. What's the slip?
You put x as in
Uh-oh. I see now. I see now. I have it the wrong way
I was
around.
like, I'm so confused.
This should have been 2, and this should have been...
Minus 5.
Okay. There's at least a couple of people awake this morning, so... Right, please recalculate. What should the C be now?
I think it should be 17.
No fraction? That's good. Okay, 2... wait, are you sure about that?
No, wait.
Yeah. 2 plus, minus 5 over 6. What's that, 7 over 6?
Yeah.
Okay. 7 over 6. I put my x and y in the wrong way around. The x goes here, of course, and the y goes here. So it should be like that.
What's the answer?
7 over.
Just the c is changed to 7 over 6. Y equals mx plus C. Okay?
Minus what?
Yes?
What's that?
The only thing that's changed now is the C. You said it was 7 over 6, yeah? Yeah, so it's exactly the same, it's just the C has changed. This is the answer here. Yeah? Okay. Okay, now I give you 3 points. So let's say point A is 3, 9. Point B is minus 5, 23. And point C is 5 minus 7. And I tell you the line L is parallel to BC and contains A. So the line L goes through C and is parallel to AB here. And I want this one. Okay. What's the complication here? What's the difficulty here? We don't have slope, yeah. So what should we do?
M equals.
Yeah, we can just use our M formula on A and B here to get the slope of this piece here. So M equals, what's Y2 here?
27.
No,
23.
23, because it's these two. Y2 minus, what number? 9 over minus 5 minus 3. So what's that? 14 over 8 minus 7 over 4 is as good as it gets? Yeah. Okay, so we have the slope of A and B. So we can now say for this line here, y equals mx plus c. Yes?
Can I speak to Fumi after your class? Will you come to the office? All right, thanks.
Okay.
Thanks, Stephen.
Alison, do you need to see her between the classes? There's a 10-minute break, or do you need...
Okay, yeah.
That'd be
That'll be
okay?
good,
Oh,
yeah. All right, then. I'll see you then.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, so how can I find the C now?
Plug in another way.
Yeah, now which one, A, B or C do I put in? Yeah, I can only put in C because only C is on the line.
Do you choose 5 or minus 7
For which one now?
for the C?
I have to use both. I put both of these in and being careful not to mix them around again. X goes in here and then Y goes in here. So I get minus 7 equals minus 7 over 4 times 5 plus C. Squeeze it in there, sorry. So I get minus 7 plus, this will be 35 over 4. That's equal to C. 28, 7 over 4, is it? Can you check that, please?
Seven.
7 over 4, yeah? Okay. So C equals 7 over 4. So now I am done. I have Y equals mx plus C.
So we used C because that's the only one on the line.
Yeah, it's the only one of the 3 points that's on the line we want.
Oh,
So we had no choice in the matter. We had to use C. Joseph, do you mind just tilting the projector a little bit to the left? I didn't realize it was cutting off. Just a little turn a little to the left. Yeah, that'll do. Thanks. Suppose now I said the line, instead of being parallel to AB, was perpendicular. What change is made now? What do I have to do different?
The slope.
4 over 7.
Yeah, the slope now would be 4 over 7 instead of minus 7 over 4. You turn it upside down and change the sign. So I won't do a perpendicular example of this because it's exactly the same, except this, you just have to make one change to it before going on with the question. Okay. Okay, one more example for you. So let me draw the situation for you. I give you K, I give you A, and I'm asking you for L, the line that is parallel to K and passes through A here. Okay, so what's the slope of L? It's the same as the slope of K. And what's the slope of K?
Minus 5. Minus 5.
Yes. Don't just jump into taking 5 because you have to rewrite it first. So I can rewrite this as...
It's 5 over 7 actually.
Yeah, no, I'm going to do it now. Yeah, so we'll see what it is. My point is, it's going to be difficult to try and read it just from this. You have to rewrite it first, and you should rewrite it first. So I get y equals minus 5 over 7x plus 3 over 7. Now we can very clearly see what's the slope of k?
5 over 7, right?
Minus 5 over 7, isn't it? Sorry, I have, this is a minus here still, isn't it? And then I multiply by minus
Yeah. So it's plus
5 over 7x minus 3 over 7. We don't really care about the c at the end anyways, we only care about the m. So we can see that the slope here is 5 over 7, so then the slope of L is also 5 over 7. Okay, so I have, sorry, do you need me to go back up? So I have y equals 5 over 7x plus c. And again, I put in my point to find the c. I only have one point to put in. X is 1 and y is 9. So c is going to be 9 minus 5 sevenths, which is 59 over 7 or something.
5.
What is it?
5.
65 over 7.
Not sure.
Right, well, that's what calculators are for.
63.
It's 63 over 7. C equals 63 over 7. No, I take it from that reaction. Somebody didn't type that in right. Come on, just give me 9 minus 5 over 7. Thank you, what is it?
58 over 58.
Okay, 58 over 7. This is a parallel one, this one, yeah. Y equals mx plus c. And again, if it was perpendicular, what change would I have to make? What would the m be?
Minus 7 over 5.
Minus 7 over 5, yeah. So really, there's no big difference between parallel and perpendicular. It's a tiny difference. You need me to scroll up, is it? Okay, write this one down, please. Need me to scroll down? Okay,